go on YouTube now. Okay. One second. I have no thumbnail, so let's a generic one. That one. I need to make more thumbnails. And then let me set up my YouTube chat. Not that anyone's going to come in here, but if you ready. Okay. I think we're good. Okay. Let's go with T. Okay. Whatever, that's fine. Completely fine. Okay, let's see what we're in for. I have no idea. Pokemon Za. Had some Za for dinner. Minutes ago, actually. Something's gone wrong at Prism Tower. Dispatch a team from the company to investigate. They couldn't even go for voice acting? We cannot allow more disturbances in Lumio City on our watch. Strongest Mega Evolution user must be found. Okay. Arriving at Gare de Lumios momentarily. Some sort of weird Pokemon that we were in the first-person view of. The train has arrived in Lumio City. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Don't like that. Can't change the settings. Okay. Pokemon Legend Z A. A bonnet! Like the jazz? Down. Okay, we're good to go. Get ready for the spotlight again, you three. Go, snare it. So. Today's mission is to add to our ranks. We'll spread the word about how great Hotel Z is, and once there's a guest who looks like they've got what it takes, we'll recruit them to the cause. Now we need a tourist who really looks the part. Bingo. Excuse me, yeah, hi, you just arrived at the Gare de Lumios, right? And judging by the big old travel bag, I've got a hunch you're a tourist. If you turn out to be a local, I would have thought I was losing my grip on reality. You're about my height. We'll look nice standing side by side. Listen, before you go touristing, would you mind helping me out with something? I just need to film you saying Hotel Z is a hidden gem of Lumios. Easy, right? No worries. If you're staying somewhere else, I just need a hand advertising the hotel. Sound good? Okay, let's... Lights, camera. Actually, let's wait a minute. The sound from that ad is going to drown everything out. Welcome to Lumios City, where people and Pokemon flourish together. My name is Jet, and I am the CEO of Sardico. Pokemon are mysterious and wholly magnificent creatures. They thrive abundantly right here in our midst. In fact, so many Pokemon now grace us with their presence that we began setting up wild zones where they can live comfortably alongside us. These diverse creatures wield many marvelous powers. It's up to all of us to work with them so we can live in harmony. In hopes of strengthening the bonds between people and Pokemon, we're imagining a new future for this city through the Urban Development Plan. We've now employed our patented holotech in all corners of Lumios. So our interactive guides can teach you more about your surroundings. A city even more beautiful than before awaits us all. We hope you'll bear in mind that pardon our construction work. Okay. The Mega Evolution of Lumios City is coming, brought to you by Quasardico. I like how that CEO thinks, even if our ad did keep us from filming. The city and its Pokemon are a wonder. I know you'll love them both. And on that note, let's get to filming. Hang on, where'd your bag go? So you hired a Pokemon to carry your stuff? Not a bad idea. I didn't. Wait, so it snagged your bag? Sorry, I distracted you with the video stuff. I'll make up for it, though. We'll catch that Pokemon. Travel bag. Son of a bitch, Pokemon. I guess this wasn't a wild Pokemon randomly messing with these. Seems like the Pancham that scooted off with your stuff belonged to somebody after all. Hey, what's your name? Evangler, got it. Mine's Tawny. We'll figure this out together, don't you worry. Come on, Pancham. Even a backpacker like me wouldn't be caught dead with a bag this tacky. Maybe it was trying to clean up this eyesore. Let's bring it to the cops. They'll pat us on the back. That nice bag happens to belong to my tourist friend here. Hey, you're Tawny. I can't say I know you. Did you see one of the ads I filmed, maybe? It's me, Andy, from the ZA Royale. How could you forget already? And I'm Andre. We faced off last night. Oh, now I remember. You two weren't much of a challenge. That stings, but I guess fair. Listen up, we'll return your bag if you battle us right now. That makes no sense. If you want a rematch, all you have to do is wait till nightfall. Shut up, Pancham's itching for another shot at you. Might snag the bag, probably. I'm glad you care about what Pancham wants, but I'm not about to let you two battle me 2-on-1. But I got you through this mess. I'm just a helpful kind of gal, really. The bag got stolen, right? So what's your next step here? Take it back myself. That's right, and you've got 3 Pokemon right here ready to help. Hurry up or it'll be night anyway. Hear that? They're down. Now choose which Pokemon you'll battle with. I gotta go Chikorita, right? I know this is a lot, but enjoy your first ever Pokemon battle here in Lumia City. All that waiting drained my momentum. Time to get back into gear. No way am I gonna get beat by a Poke first timer. Real quick, I'll tell you the very basics of battles. You gotta order your new buddy Chikorita to use its move to attack the other Pokemon. If the opposing Pokemon's HP fall to 0, you win. I respect the spirit, but you're gonna have egg on your face for real if you lose to a newbie. Focus up, Tawny. You're dealing with me. Oh, I know. Hope you'll put up a little more fight than you did last time. I know it's your first match, but you can do this. Have faith in your Pokemon's strength. You can always use moves that lower your opponent's defense too. Good advice. Too bad I'll beat you before you can use it. What are these people's deal? Hold down ZL to focus on the opposing Pokemon you want to target, then use A or other buttons to order your Pokemon to use moves. Once all the opposing trainer's Pokemon have had their HP reduced to 0, you win. Tackle. L-Whip. L-Whip. Oh, Tail Whip is the defense down one. I knew that. Got him. All the new Pokemon games should be like this. I said that with Arceus too. Or Arceus, I don't know how to say it. Well, we lost. And to a newbie at that, I'm more disappointed in myself than Pancham. Please tell me you won, Andre. Nope, I can't believe I thought I'd score next day comeback. My Pokemon and I are so let down. This is why you and I get along so well, even we lose together. Oh, it's good to get some practice. Come battle us again sometime. No way, we're not dealing with you again, not even if we meet during the Royale. You can have your bag back. Pancham says sorry, now au revoir. Bitch. You retrieved your travel bag. Yay! Come on. Yeah, fist bump. Fist your bump. Why don't you keep Chikorita as your partner? Something tells me you two are going to be great together. Here, I have Chikorita's Pokeball too. We'll keep Pokemon in these things to bring them around with us. Go. Chikorita looks as happy as you are. You became Chikorita's trainer. You got the makings of a terrific duo. Don't worry, Evan Glare, you're gonna love being a Pokemon trainer. Music is banging. Oh no, we chatted too long. It's night already, and here we are in a battle zone. Rotten luck. We don't have time for a full explanation right now, but here's the gist. Battle zones are intense. Anyone who finds you in here can challenge you to a battle on the spot. We'll have these two Pokemon take care of your bag. Totodile and Tepig, you got this. Nerf and Toto. They'll be fine. Other Pokemon will leave them alone. Plus, those two can climb fences and get into places where people can't follow them. Unfortunately, that won't work for us, so we gotta get out of this battle zone. Follow me. Camera inverted. God damn. I'm not a fucking Mongol. We're almost there. What have we got here? A pair of battle zone loiterers? Must be after a Pokemon battle. Square up and give me your best shot. No, wait, my friend here isn't part of... I don't believe anyone asked you. Sounds like you got a beater, Evan Glare. Don't worry, you and your partner can win this. Points I earn from trouncing you will propel me up the ranks. Brigitte, the waitress, and not Cleffa. Got him. But I keep the waitress sent out Bunnelby. I thought it was Bunny. Got it. Victory! Another night spent battling in the ZA Royale with no points to show for it. Wait a second, are you not competing in the Royale? I tried to tell you. I wasted precious night time on the most useless opponent in the battle zone. Hey, wow, Evan Glare, you're something. I don't know. You and Chikorita have got some serious teamwork going. Anyway, that was a good lesson in how intense battle zones can be, so here's my advice as your new friend who loves helping people. Let's get the heck out of here before someone else comes looking for us to battle. Uh-oh. Look, I'm trying to get to our hotel guest to safety. Would you please let us through? Too bad for your guest. Once you step into a battle zone, you're a target like everyone else. If that's how you want to play it, then take me on. A flowout with the black flower, huh? You don't see that every day. Let's see how it battles. Don't hit them. God damn. Nicely done, Floette, but maybe you should save that Light of Ruin move for when it really counts, huh? Glare, let me introduce you to Floette. She's a very special Pokemon. She's apparently 3,000 years old. And thanks to Floette, this troublemaker's cleared off. Let's hurry to a safe spot. Hotel Z. You can relax now, we're out of the battle zone. Hotel Z's just through here. Okay. Thing. Welcome to our humble establishment, Hotel Z. We pride ourselves in offering the most tranquil, relaxing stays around. To all the guests we don't have. Hey, it's like me streaming to all the viewers I don't have. I offer a very relaxing, tranquil stay sometimes. That should make me angry. Saxophone, let's go, baby. I'm back as good news, we've got a guest. I'll be right back. Man, this music is fucking great. Got a new drink, root beer, float, 0 sugar. Never tasted this. It smells like a root beer float for sure. Actually tastes quite good. It with the vodka. Then okay. So this is the owner of the travel bag sitting over there. Fuck is that? Like anything. That's right, this is Evanglair. Stepped off the train at Gare de Lumios and right into a world of trouble. But he battled his way out, clicked with my Chikorita perfectly, and trusted him with Chikorita as a partner. A wise decision. People in Pokemon meet when fate dictates it should be so. Yeah, it felt like they were meant to be a team, but then night fell and we got caught up in the ZA Royale stuff, so I brought him here. I see. I was concerned when a bag arrived with no owner, that's why I sent Floette out to see. Seems my worries were unfounded. No, I'm glad you did. Floette saved our skins with her Light of Ruin. It's a heck of a move. You're so wise, as I almost believe you really are 3,000 years old, like you always say. So he fucking opened up a city. I have played Pokemon Y, and he like had a big part in it. Evanglair, I believe you have been led here because this is where you're meant to be. I am as the host and as the owner of Hotel Z, I welcome you. Pray allow me a few words. I hope you'll indulge me as your host. Get some backstory here. Honey, entrusting you with Chikorita makes you its keeper, a Pokemon trainer. So hear me now, Evanglair, for Pokemon are truly wondrous creatures. Every Pokemon possesses great power of its own, and it'll wield that power for a Pokemon trainer it has placed its faith in. I urge you to treasure your Pokemon and never betray that faith. All I wish to say. Room 202 is yours to use. Okay, 202. Cool. You can take the elevator to the second floor. Rest up for tonight and then come meet me down here in the lobby tomorrow morning. Did we, like, not have another place to stay? They kind of glossed over that. They were like, oh, if you have another place, it's fine. Just help me make this ad. They never said if he did or not. Okay, well, if I did, I guess not anymore. First off, digging the music, love the music. Vibe is really chill. Lie down in your bed and get a good night's sleep. Call it a day. Hey, sorry, no, I said you should sleep, but can we talk for a second? Begging your pardon, dear guest, I neglected to show you our hotel's true gem, a stunning panorama. That means, come on, you gotta see the roof. Okay, why not? I'm down. Bit late now, but welcome to Lumios City. Got weird parts, but it's a good place. I like it here. Listen, I owe Az big time for all the help he's given me since I got here. I want to do right by him in return. Not to put you on the spot, but do you think you could give me a hand? Thanks, means a lot. What is with the green thing? Weird, and I don't like it. Okay. Done and done. A boy accompanied by a Zygarde. Was he also brought here because Lumios requires him? The next day, your alarm is going off. Really? Slept in his own clothes? New life in Lumio City. Hobby. Ruru. Morning. Yesterday was pretty hectic, huh? Your bag gets stolen, then you get dragged into the ZA Royale. It must have been a lot to handle. Tell me about this ZA Royale. The ZA Royale is a big Pokemon battle tournament that's taking Lumios by storm. I'm competing in it too, actually. Really like battling. I'm trying to become the strongest trainer around so I can help protect Lumios. It's actually what I wanted your help with. Remember our talk last night on the roof? I know this is sudden, but can you join the ZA Royale too? What? Your Rotom phone is buzzing. You received a message. Glare. You're invited to join the ZA Royale, a battle tournament to determine the greatest Pokemon trainers in Lumia. Anyone who attains the highest rank, rank A, will earn the right to call them one of Lumia's strongest trainers and be granted a wish as long as it is in our power to fulfill. If you want to take part, please open the attached file to install the ZA Royale app on your device. We eagerly await your enrollment. Sincerely, the ZA Royale staff. Was that your invite? Great timing. I figured they'd invite you since you held your own when you weren't even signed up. They want you to join because they figure you'll liven up the competition. I also got that message out of the blue after I did some battling here in Lumia. The bigwigs around here really want to find a crop of strong trainers. Let me see your Rotom phone for a second. I'll set the app up for you. If you can put in my contact info while I'm at it. Here's the install button. Voila. The Royale app successfully installed. Okay, the app's ready, but are you? Can't force you, but I'm kind of begging here. Please join me and the rest of Team MZ to try and win the ZA Royale. God damn, dude, they just put like 2 letters together that have Z in it. You got the makings of a really good trainer, and I'd love it if you could use your skills to help me, to help all of Lumi, really. Fine. I don't even know why they give you options, because they're the same option in different ways. Like, come on now. Oh, I'm so relieved I could almost cry. Thank you, it means a ton. Welcome to Team MZ. I can't wait to see what you'll do. Let's get you all signed up in the ZA app. We gotta make sure you got Team MZ look in your profile pic. Here you go, your official Team MZ gear. Proof that you're one of us. Okay. No way you can battle carrying your huge travel bag, right? The satchel won't get in your way. Well, what are we waiting for? Try it along with the jacket. Okay. They have a little bit of a Final Fantasy 14 look to them for the end zone and in Dawn Trail. Hey, looking good. Let's take a pic for your profile. Send it over so you can finish signing up. Alright. This app is for trainers taking part in the ZA Royale. It lets you check key stats about your current standing, including your rank and how many points you have whenever an opponent has decided for... has been decided for your next promotion match. This app will also show you who you'll be facing. Okay. Sounds fine. All set. Like it shows, you'll start out at rank Z. Your goal is to climb from the bottom all the way to rank A at the top. Sounds fine. How nice it is to see so much energy so early in the day. I cannot help overhearing. Puts my mind at ease to know you will join the ZA Royale, Evanclair. Lumiose puzzles today with Pokemon and people, but beneath the surface lurks a terrible grief. I hope you'll claim victory in the ZA Royale, so we might free Lumiose at last. To that end, you should explore the city day and night. Get to know her Pokemon and her people. Such bonds will be sure to help you. Don't worry, I'll teach you everything you'll need. First off, a Pokemon trainer is what we call someone who battles with Pokemon. The number one thing a trainer in Lumiose should know is how to roll. Well, when a wild Pokemon's attacking you, you gotta dodge it. Here, I'll show you. That's how you roll out of the way of a move. Honey, could you turn it down like 2 notches? Can't you shush him yell at him a little? It would be unseemly for me to shout and scold, especially since I've been enjoying their antics. Honey is teaching Team MZ's new member an important lesson. New member? Yep. Aren't you two just complaining about me being loud, Lita? Fair. Sorry. Is this the new member? Yep, meet Evanglair. Enchanté. I took 2 years of French in high school. I kind of know a little bit, but not really. Don't ask me to tell you anything in French. Nice to meet you too, I'm Lita. I'm a dancer and I came to Lumiose chasing my dreams of going pro, plus my big brother. You can tell the whole story later, okay? Right now we gotta get our newbie up to speed. Okay, Evanglair, next up, after rolling is Pokemon battling. Meet me out in front of Hotel Z. Just beat a dash. There's no need to hold the button down. You'll continue to dash as long as you can. Try to dive and roll. The Vert District. The Green District. Ready for a Pokemon battle with me? You're on. Good. In the Zia Royale, how well you battle is everything. So let's see how you do. Totodile. Karita. Tail whip. Tail whip. Tackle. Leaf. Okay. I didn't think you knock out Totodile, but we're not done just yet. Every Pokemon has at least one type. There are 18 in total. Chikorita's grass, Tepig is a fire, Totodile's water. When a Pokemon is hit by a yeah, super effect, yeah. I've played Pokemon since the fucking 2,000 years ago. I know how this shit works. I was there, Gandalf, 2,000 years ago. I know how this fucking shit works. Got him. Time for some bacon, I think. You're even better than I thought you'd be. The match taught me one thing for sure. You're gonna make an amazing trainer. I think Lumiose's future will be a lot more secure with you in it. Yes, future. Yeah, we'll talk more about it later. Before that, we gotta get you ready to take part in the ZA Royale. The more Pokemon you got, the better your odds of winning. We gotta get you to a wild zone to catch some Pokemon, but there's somewhere else we need to go first. A Pokemon Center. They're oases of calm for weary trainers. The Rotom Phone's map will tell you where Pokemon Centers are located. The map app shows you the... Ooh, they got a... This is a big city. Way more advanced than in X and Y. Also has a handy guidance feature that can help you find your next destination. From your map, press X to open your mission list, L and R. Check the details of the missions you currently have. If you have multiple missions ongoing, you can also change the ones you want guidance for. Vert Pokemon Center. If you ever get lost, you can come back here to reorient yourself. Let's move, shall we? Goal you try to achieve as part of Team MZ are referred to as main missions. When you're feeling lost or unsure about what to do, check your guidance provided in the mission list to help you find your way. I think we're good. This sucks. What do you think the deal is here, Evangler? Back of Wild Street boulders? Some sort of art installation? However they got here, they're definitely boulders. Did a wild Pokemon use a move around here? As if we're not short on customers already. We won't see any business at all with these here. Well, no special route we can use as a detour. Follow me. An art installation. Quite fun. Where'd she go? Probably up there. Okay. Nobody said there would be ladders involved. Nice weather up here, huh? We gotta drop down over there, then we'll be near the Pokemon Center. Obvious that's sort of a one-way route, so we'll have to get back to the hotel another way, but now you've got a glimpse of Diddy's back ways. Anyway, detour complete. I'll show you the rest of the way to the Pokemon Center. Enchanté, is this your first visit to a Pokemon Center in the city? If you bring us your injured Pokemon, we'll heal them, no charge. We sell items too. Also, might I recommend you install the Pokédex app on your phone? It's a promotion underway right now. If you catch 5 Pokemon species and register them in your Pokédex, there's a prize in it. Alors, how about it? Ready to install the Pokédex app? I'm ready. Why not, right? There's. You got the Pokédex app installed on your Rotom phone. Try bringing out your new buddy for a sec, Evangler. Registering Pokemon. Chikorita's data has been added to the Pokédex. For 1. Chikorita. Having this app on your smartphone allows you to build up a record of Pokemon that you encounter in Lumio City. Data will be registered whenever you obtain a Pokemon, such as catching it via evolution or by receiving it from another trainer. For 1 of many. You dove right into using your new Pokédex app. Thank you very much. Once you catch 5 different species of Pokemon and register them in your Pokédex, please report your success to the Pokemon Research Lab. I feel like. Nice of them to offer a prize. Let's head to the Wild Zone and start catching some Pokemon. Whenever you see that green light, it's marking the boundaries of a wild zone. There are areas where you can battle and catch the city's wild Pokemon. We keep getting more wild Pokemon in Lumia, so wild zones are set up for them to hang out in. The different wild zones have different Pokemon living in them. Well, let's get you catching some Pokemon. You'll feel better with a bigger team. Okay, if you go into one, you may be attacked by aggressive Pokemon, but you'll have plenty of chances to catch Pokemon as well. Into the wild zone we go. Don't forget, if a wild Pokemon comes at you, be ready to roll and dodge its moves. Level 5 or above. I think I'm level 8. Orion, my Pokemon. He's a normal, lazy type Pokemon. See that little Pokemon that flopped its wings out behind the taxi? That's a Fletchling. You should try and catch it. Pretty relaxed, so it won't wander away unless you attack it. Perfect. Perfect for catching practice. DL to focus and ZR to aim a Pokeball. You ready to throw? Let go of ZR. Let your Pokeball fly. If the ball hits a wild Pokemon, it may result in a successful catch. If you have a Pokeball ready but want to cancel your throw, press B. Here you go, some Pokeballs. Got 10. When you use ZL to focus on a wild Pokemon, you can see the details like its name, its level, and how easy it will be to catch. The more up symbols you see next to a Pokemon, the better your chances are of catching it. So close. Like you saw, hitting a Pokemon with the Pokeball doesn't guarantee you'll catch it, but don't worry. One more good donk with the Pokeball and I bet you'll get it. Gonna get donked. You caught a Fletchling. Pokemon you catch will join your team in battle alongside you. Gathering more Pokemon to battle will help make you a better trainer. See if you can handle a stronger Pokemon. The Bunnelby. Oh, Bunnelby. More aggressive, so if it spots you, it'll attack. But it's okay, all you gotta do is have your trusty Pokemon attack the wild one and lower its HP. The more you lower target's HP, the successful catch. In fact, if you defeat a target in battle, you'll have a brief catch window. The moment where the Pokemon becomes far easier to catch. Act fast. If you keep pelting the same Pokemon with Pokeballs, you may anger it. While it's angry, it cannot be caught. Pokeballs will bounce right off of it. You'll have to wait until it comes down before trying again. You need to bring out your partner so you can catch this wild Bunnelby. If a wild Pokemon attacks you, press left or right to choose a Pokemon, then press up to send it out to fight. Call your Pokemon back by pressing down. Be careful if you don't have a Pokemon out. Wild Pokemon will attack you directly. If you take too many hits, you'll black out. Cool. Catch it. Nice. So right there is how you catch a wild Pokemon. One more thing, crouching helps when you want to sneak up and catch Pokemon. Harder for Pokemon to spot you if you're crouched and hiding in tall grass or something. Press L to crouch. You can hide by crouching behind objects, making you harder to spot. Crouching in patches of tall grass will hide your presence even better. Alright. You're itching to throw some more Pokeballs, huh? Here you go. Obtain 10 Pokeballs. If you need more, you can buy some at the Pokemon Center. You just need 5 Pokemon species to get that prize, right? Catch them and head to that research lab. The laboratory. Scatterbug, got you, bitch. A Weedle. Got him. get up. Alright, we got a Mary. Maybe one more. Uno más. S'il vous plaît. That was different language. We need 5 different species. What do you have, Galette? On the house for new customers? Where's another type? I don't know where 5th type is. I've already got the scatterbug. See, they're over here. Pokemon moves aren't for battle. Some of them can smash through boulders too. Not that one. Nope. Nope. I don't think Weedle's gonna do anything. You should take some and use them on your Pokemon when they're hurt in battle. Okay. Can I go out and into another zone? What else is this? You already catch 5 species of Pokemon? You did. Oh, I guess the Chikorita counted as 1. Now just go into the lab and claim that prize. I've got an errand to run, so I'll catch up with you after. If you get I'll get in touch if anything comes up. Hello, lady. How's it going? Presume you're here about the Pokédex registration prize. You've completed the 5 Pokemon challenge. Well done. Head up on the 3rd floor and our acting director will give you a prize as promised. Okay, doke. We're gonna get, like, captured or something, aren't we? That short-sighted nitwit! That stupid mayor has poured even more money into this ridiculous urban redevelopment plan. Sure, great, more Pokemon, love it, but you can't just throw them out in a wild zone and call it a day. You've got to have scientists survey and study these things to figure out what's safe. But who can keep up with all the work when they keep adding wild zones every time I turn around? I like her. Hot scientist? Hey. Oh, looks like we have a visitor. Are you here on your lonesome? Yeah, I am alone. And you're alone. Ooh, that's cold. Your Pokemon don't even count for anything. I'm acting director here. Call me Mabel. If you came all this way to see me, then I guess you must be here about the prize. Of course, it's wise, so let's see what you've managed to accomplish. So far, you've caught 6 whole speed. 6? Did I really? I've been hoping someone like you would turn up. Someone like you. There is nothing. Oh, you want to know, do you? Then I'll explain the whole mess. See, for whatever reason, we've been seeing this influx of wild Pokemon within Lumia City lately. That's what led to the construction of all these wild zones so they can live safely in the city. I can't keep up with all the work. I couldn't even tell you what species are on the rise lately. But now you've shown up. You had what it takes to complete our challenge because you're clearly really curious about Pokemon. You're just the type we need to help with our survey work. I will help you with anything you need. And you will help, right? Yeah. So kind of you. Somehow I knew you'd agree. Since I'm Mabel, we'll call this Mabel's Research. And starting now, I'll be sending all kinds of research requests. Understood? Good. Here, you will receive requests for Mabel to help her with her research. As you complete her task, your research level will go up and you'll receive valuable rewards, such as TMs. So keep an eye out for new tasks as they are continually added. In fact, I've already got some things I want you to check out for me. I'll send you the details. You received new research request from Mabel. Now that we're working together and all, I guess I can tell you I made up this whole promotion thing to trick folks into doing my research work. Doing the work earns you research points, so look at that. You've already got some. In fact, you've earned enough to go from level 1 researcher to level 2. It's a red letter day. As a reward for increasing your research level, you get an amazing prize after all. Press X to open the main menu, then check out Mabel's research and claim the rewards from me. Okay. Rock Smash. Complete more tasks for me and you can keep raising your research level, earning yourself even more lovely prizes. My research advances, you learn more about Pokemon, we both come out winners. That TM I gave you, you can use it to instantly teach a Pokemon the move that's on it. TMs can be used over and over on as many Pokemon as you like too. Oh, that's nice. See how nice I am? Though not every Pokemon can learn every move out there naturally. Anyway, good luck. Get out there and learn all about our new Pokemon neighbors for me. Okay. Check the list. Uh, 6 out of 10. Okay. Catching normal type. 0 out of 3. 0 out of 3. Catching water type. Oh my god, there's so many. Which floor would you like to go? The lobby. I go to the lab. I want to see what kind of weird fucking shit they're researching on Pokemon. A jacket with MZ's logo. This individual. Do you happen to be Evan Glare? How'd you know? So you're the new member who Tawny is so pleased to have aboard. I recognize you by the jacket. I'm the one who embroidered that logo on it. My name's Naveen. I'm another member of Team MC, so we're teammates, I suppose. You had business in the lab helping out with Mabel's research? Surprised she found anyone willing to help, but I suppose it's not a bad deal for you. After all, you'll fare better in the ZA Royale if you have your Pokemon learn a wide variety of moves. TMs you earn as rewards for helping with Mabel's research will come in handy for that. Now about your outfit, it needs something. What do you think of this hat? Right, Trilby? It's a hat. No thanks necessary, it wasn't my size. Oh, and if the jacket's not your style, feel free to change into something else anytime. You change your outfit and looks by pressing on the main menu. You buy new clothing and accessories at boutiques, you'll be able to switch up your style in more and more ways. Have fun finding a look that's all your own. Anyway, I've got to go see it. Okay. Hey, you get your prize? It's a TM. The one for Rock Smash, right? Gotta teach the move to Bunnelby so it can break those boulders lying around. I will do that. Games allow you to teach moves to your Pokemon that can be used however many times you like. Each Pokemon species is able to learn a different selection of moves. You've had enough boulder smashing, come back on Hotel Z. Okay, fair enough. Getting a little sunsetty outside. Use. Okay. Bring out Bunnelby. Start smashing them rocks. There we go. 5. Hell yeah. Up here, I kind of want to explore any bit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Little saxy music here. Pidgey. Hey, who doesn't love Pidgeys? Come on, they're cute. Smash that rock, Bunnelby. There we go. Hotel Z is right here. Very nice. I am enjoying myself so far. Don't tell me what to do, devil woman. Really want me to come back here. Be right back. Welcome back! Got some good food. Let's have a bite. You ever dip fresh baked croissants into cafe au lait? Cafe au lait? Your perfection. Get ready. Dude, I'm down. I'm down. Dude, the music in this game slaps very hard. Um, starting to get used to Lumios, it can be kind of bewildering at first. Fun. The wild zones must have been a shock, right? I don't think they're the ideal model for how we humans and Pokemon can coexist or anything. But it's good that we have them. Is that a notification from your ZA app? It's a promotion match announcement for trainer Evangler, rank Z. The opponent for your next promotion match has been decided. You're to face trainer Zach. What is this? Handsome devil? We don't know. The trainer who wins will be promoted to rank Y. Qualify for your promotion match, you must earn enough ticket points to obtain a challenger's ticket. This is time for your first promotion match. A challenger's ticket is what lets you compete in a promotion match. Once you've earned enough ticket points, your challenger's ticket shows up in your ZA app. Promotion match is exactly what it sounds like. If you win the battle, you're promoted to the next rank in the ZA Royale. You earn tickets, you gotta beat other trainers competing in the Royale, the types who hang out on battle zones. I'm sure you remember getting a taste of the battle zone last night. It's nearly sundown. When night falls, the battle zone appears and ZA Royale starts up. I'm gonna go wait outside. When you're ready to head out into the night, come and find me. Okay. That looks like Aryan Lucasen. Okay. Go. Feeling ready to brave a ZA Royale? As ready as I'll ever be. Great, you can do this. Yeah, we got a full team of Pokemon. Here's a ZA Royale tip. Once night falls, check your map. Okay. The city is pretty big. Glowing red space is the battle zone. Looks like it's in the same spot as last night. Glad it's somewhere familiar anyway. Make our way there now. Orion is having the zoomies, by the way. Yeah, good job. Good job taking that away from our world. Job, damn freak. Dude, I'm in Zia Royale too, are you? We wouldn't have brought him on the team member if he wasn't going to compete in a vein. That's right, he's going to need some support from you two as well. How about that Challenger's ticket you need? Entering Z, you need 1,000 ticket points to earn a Challenger's ticket. You should be able to earn that much by beating the trainers here in this battle zone. Inside battle zones, if a trainer spots you, it's battle time. Okay. Push your Pokemon into your best. Victory can be yours, and if anything happens to your Pokemon, come back to me for some healing. Don't forget, when morning comes, you're out of time. Good luck. We'll fucking figure it out. You've been challenged by... Chikorita. Tackle it. Don't whip it. Pick that booty. Pick that booty hole. Chikorita. Okay. Nice. Everybody gets the points. The first win on the books. Keep that same energy and crush more trainers. Want a tip? My tip? No. Listen, Everglare, if someone sees you first, they'll get the jump onto your battle, and if that happens, you may not able to do anything first because of the shock. Sneak up, nice and quiet, then boom, you get the first hit off. As you approach trainers, they'll start to become aware. You press L to crouch and hide behind objects or buildings to avoid being spotted. Trainers notice you and challenge you to battle. You may be caught off guard and become unable to move for a short while. If you can sneak up on a trainer and hit their Pokemon with a move before they notice you, you'll gain advantage from the first strike. Orion! God damn. They're back turned? Sneak up behind them and get the first attack. Chill out, Orion. Bam! Alright, tackle him. Tail whipping. Leafage him. Yeah. Daniel sent the backpacker sent out fledgling. It's disarming voice. Tackle! Bam! That got. You got. Damn right. Looks like you're doing well. One more W should get you up to 1,000 points. Let's get that dub. Oh, that's not the... I understand. Planning to ignore me and whatever useful advice I might have for you? You said watch your back in battle zones. Prize money for the night is awarded based on how many medals you collected that night. Just watch out if you lose a battle, you may have medals taken from you. You can be wise to avoid picking fights with high-ranked trainers. Being trainers in a battle zone will earn you prize medals, but be careful, battle zone rules cut both ways. If you lose a battle, you have to give up half of your medals. You can also pick up prize medals that you find lying around battle zones. When daybreak comes, you'll receive prize money based on how many medals you've collected. Be able to thaw itself out after being stored. Tackle. Okay. Check out. Oh, and we victoried. 3 wins. We got the ticket. The ticket, my friends. You've accumulated 1,000 ticket points. I can do a promotion match. Orion, you gotta go, bud. You gotta go. Sorry. Alright, meet me at the Pokemon Center. Major locations will be registered on your map. Travel back to them in an instant. You can either select the icon or press Y. Yeah, we need to go back to the Pokemon. All right, Zach, let's go. See if you can get your promotion match before the morning comes. Your opponent Zach ought to be in the taxi lot just down the street. Fill your team at the Pokemon Center before important battles, maybe even buy a potion. I'll meet you at the taxi lot. Let's heal at the Pokemon Center.
Goes down to the wreck of the Titan to recover artifacts. That's why submersibles that go down
Wait,
there
what
have to
happened?
be incredibly strong to be able to deal with that pressure.
All right, teacher,
and that's
I just
also
got
why
the
very few submersibles, even to this
Whoa,
day, are
what is
capable of
happening?
making it down there. And
Okay. We are. All right, let's do it. Let's go. I suppose you think you're gonna win. Climb over me to reach the next rank. Piece of gâteau. Piece of cake. Taxi driver has a taxi dream. Alright, Zach the driver. That was slowpoke. This is gonna be really hard for me. This one's gonna do it. Wiggle that butt, Chikorita. More leafage. More tackle. Let's go, baby. Pidgey. The Pidgey leafage. Oh, we may have an issue with Gust. Put some tail whip, shake that booty. Disarming voice. Okay, okay. Leafage. Okay, we got it. It's not very effective, but Pidgey fainted, so what are we doing? What are we doing here? If this last one loses, I'll be stuck at rank Z, but I believe in my Pokemon. I believe in the heart of the cards. Sector driver set. Pikachu! Pikachu! Alright. I think the leafage has got him. Ah, your Pikachu went down. It ain't no Ash Pikachu. I lose again. That makes 100 times I've lost my promotion match. Bro. 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 Literally me. That's why they call me the Z Eternal. The Eternal Z. Yes! Victory is confirmed. Congratulations. Now processing your promotion. Dude, we gotta get to A. You've been promoted to rank Y. You choose your moves well and even took the position of your Pokemon into account. That was one well-fought Pokemon battle. Emma, hi! You're a new face. Nice to meet you, trainer. My name's Emma. I'm a detective who's been entrusted with the task of protecting the peace of Lumiose City. You mind introducing me to your friend here, Tani? This is Evangler, Team MC's newest member. Ah, that makes sense. I only saw a bit of your promotion match. Just happened to pass by while I was investigating a suspicious Pokemon. Based on what I saw, Team MZ's got a fine new trainer. I bet AZ is pleased too. Not that his face would give it away. By the way, Tawny, I'm afraid I haven't found any leads on the person you're looking for. I wanted to let you know, but I've got to be heading back now. Have a good night. He's Naruto running. Sonic the Hedgehog running. Fuck that. Fuck Naruto running. Sonic the Hedgehog did it first. Him is the top detective in Lumio City and a super talented Pokemon trainer. Anyway, now that you've got your promotion and everything, I think it's time we call it a night too. Battling in the ZA Royale. Hotel Sweet Hotel. We're back! Honey, when you're heading back to the hotel, would you at least let us know? How was your first taste of competing the Royale, Evangler? I'm right quiet now. I'm not the worst. Amazing, you're natural. I agree with Lita, but let's not get hasty, lest we forget the opponent Zach was Les Eternel. You don't get a Naveen, you didn't see the match. Evangler has serious potential. I can tell he's gonna shoot straight up through the ranks. Yeah, for real, he's basically a brand new Pokemon trainer and still won promotion right away. That's big. Team MZ is headed straight for the top. Oh, do you know what the initials MZ in our name even mean, Evangler? And no one would... Evangler fair tonight. I think we'll be able to protect the future of Lumiose with Evangler around. Whoa, Tawny, you're that confident? Well, even Emma had good things to say about him. You met Emma, did you? She's a remarkable Pokemon trainer. If only she could have joined our efforts, but she has her own work to carry out. We must hope that enough competition will forge us the strongest Megala evolution user. I hope you will also contribute to these efforts, Evangler. Can I say something? Doing the Zia Royale takes a lot of energy, so I'm hungry. Pantry's contents are yours to use as ever, though I myself will retire for the night. Sounds like it's time to show off my chef skills. Can you make me something normal, please? I'm good with literally anything as long as it's ready soon. May want to be more specific or else, well, you know what you might get. Bon appetit! Even as this. I don't get what you don't get about this. It's my original creation, croissant curry. It to be the hotel's sought-after signature dish. Here's Lumios's delectable croissants with the Galar's region legendary curry to bring out the best in both. Then sends my appetite into overdrive. I could eat your cooking forever, Tony. I reject that monstrosity altogether. I say that every time, but you seem to polish off anything I cook. I was raised better than to let food go to waste. You can be so peculiar, Naveen. Maybe it's because you're Lumios born and raised. I eat many other things, but I draw the line at croissant curry. Sorry I got so heated, Evan Glare, but for real, I'm glad you showed up here. Yes, big same. Having you around makes me feel like things might work out okay for it. Glad to be here. Can't wait to see everything you're capable of. Now let's eat. Ugh. My alarm is going off. Don't tell me what's time or no time to make a nap. Take a nap. Good morning. Already left for dance practice. Hope you slept well. Feeling ready for a little field trip? I want to show you Lumios's #1 sightseeing spot, Prism Tower. Shame you won't be able to climb the tower due to the restoration work. Tower long watched over this city. I wonder if the people still believe it does so. City in the shadow of the Prism Tower. Okay. Hey kid, you finished fixing up the outside of your hotel. Thanks, Tarragon. We always appreciate your work. Sure thing. Still, why bother fixing it? Not like you got guests lining up out the door. Kinda shit. We do have one, though I guess he's a full-on member of our team now, not just a guest. Anyway, that's why we gotta film more videos to spread the word about Hotel Z. Making your own videos to advertise, huh? Not a bad idea. Wouldn't it be better just to ask Canary to promote the hotel for you? Or you could use one of my prize scaffolding courses to spruce up the walls of your hotel. We build scaffolding all the time for our work as part of the urban redevelopment plan, but you see, who cares about regular scaffolding? No one. That's why at Racine Construction we make our scaffolding into obstacle courses. We also leave colorful screws on the courses for folks to grab to trade in for prizes. Here, new kid, a little something for you on the house. It's one of the prizes you can get. Red canary plush. Plush doll of canary that holds a red charm. Having one of these increases the XP points of your Pokemon by a little. Folks say that canary merch gives you all kinds of benefits. You know, they're a real porte-bonheur, a lucky charm. Alright, see ya, kids. Paragon's super talented, but he sure doesn't mince his words. You know what? I just had an idea. Let's make my super secret shortcut to Centrico Plaza. Here, come with me. When a Pokemon is ready to evolve, you'll see an arrow displayed on its image in your party. Select a Pokemon that has an icon and choose the evolve option to trigger its evolution. Do I have? We got the Weedle. Evolve. Weedle! Una. Okay. We are going to play some Final Fantasy while we watch some. Okay. Get my titles.
And if you want to have a good example of what would happen if your craft isn't strong enough to handle it, well, look at the Titan sub. You know, what happened in 2023 when it was trying to go down to the Titanic. That carbon fiber hull couldn't handle that much pressure and weight pushing on it, and it simply failed. And it unfortunately cost the lives of every single person that was on the Titan sub. I did do a full video about the Titan. If you would like to learn more about that, link for that in the
It
description.
was a pretty good video,
Now,
too.
in the past, when previous expeditions went to the Titanic wreck site
Fair
to recover
enough.
artifacts, they were typically smaller objects, you know, like teacups, plates, or whatever other small things that they found down there. And the way they recovered these artifacts is they picked them up with a submersible's robotic arm located on the outside of the sub that can deal with the pressure, and they simply picked up the object and put it in a basket or something that was connected to the outside of the sub, and when the sub came up to the surface, it brought the objects with it. There you go, easy peasy. But with something as big as the big piece, obviously that isn't an option. Now, with large item recoveries, you know, like let's say you've got a small boat, okay, and it sank in relatively shallow water. Let's go, I don't know, 100 feet, okay? Typically what they do when they're recovering objects like this is they use something called lift bags. And lift bags are basically giant airbags, and divers will take them down to whatever they're recovering, a small boat, cargo, whatever, and they connect these bags to that object. They inflate them with compressed air, and then as the bags inflate, they become positively buoyant,
Perfect.
and they bring this heavy object up to the surface. There you go. Now, they wanted to do something similar with the big piece, but problem, because the pressure is so intense down there, you can't exactly take airbags down to the bottom of the ocean and inflate them and everything. The crushing forces would crush those air pockets in 2 seconds. So yeah, there you go. You can't do that. But lift bags are still an option. You just can't use air as a way to make them positively buoyant and lift the object up to the surface. And that's where the ingenious plan of RMS Titanic Incorporated came into play. They did decide to use lift bags to raise the big piece, but instead of air, they're going to use diesel fuel. Because diesel fuel is a liquid, it doesn't compress the same as an air pocket would, you know, so the crushing forces wouldn't destroy it. And diesel fuel being lighter than water, it's incredibly buoyant. So if they got a bunch of lift bags that were full of diesel fuel, they should, in theory, be able to lift the big piece and raise it to the surface. Now, the expedition to raise the big piece officially began at the end of August in 1996. It took them a couple of days to reach the wreck site, and then once they got there, they filled up the lift bags with diesel fuel, and then to get them actually down to the wreck site, because, you know, they're crazy buoyant, they connected very heavy chains that would essentially drag them down to the bottom of the ocean. Now, once they got the big piece connected to the lift bags, and they would use the French submersible Nautilus to basically take cables that were connected to the lift bags, they would run the cables through the portholes that are in the big piece. And then they would basically tie it and secure it using the Nautilus robotic arm, and that would secure them to the lift bags. Once they connected the big piece to these lift bags, the plan was that they would release the chains holding the bags down on the bottom of the ocean, and then the bags would simply float up towards the surface, and then, in theory, they should drag the big piece along behind them. However, when they were getting ready to do this on their first attempt, they actually lost one of the lift bags that they were going to use to raise the big piece. I believe they had around 5, 6, or 7 lift bags that they needed to generate enough lifting force to pick up the big piece. But yeah, when they lost this one, and I believe the chain holding it to the bottom of the ocean just broke and it just floated off, never to be seen again. But yeah, when they lost this one, they didn't have enough lifting force to raise the big piece anymore, so they simply had to call it quits for the day, return to the surface.
We have a chase. Oh, this was just an hour. It's fine. Possible DUI driver? Oh, he's all over the streets. He is all over those streets. There's no sound on this, so we're just listening to no audio. We're waiting for the audio to kick on. Took 30 minutes.
Available right now. We believe that California Highway Patrol is in pursuit of this vehicle. This, as you can see, has been going on for the last 20 to 30 minutes. A vehicle heading out at a very high rate of speed. At the moment, 92 to 93, now over 100 miles per hour, weaving in and out of some very busy traffic right here on a Sunday night as it is on the I-5 northbound.
Okay.
This is in the area of downtown Los Angeles, but it has been over several areas going through this speed earlier tonight. Let me just take a look at my email here as we're just coming on the air. This was in the area of La Cañada, Flint Ridge. It was traveling southbound on the 2 freeway at one point, eastbound on the 210 at La Tuna Canyon. Police believe the person in this vehicle is driving under the influence. This all began as a pursuit with the LAPD in the Mission Division. They were the ones who began this pursuit. The car did not stop, and as this car continued to travel at a very high rate of speed, it was California Highway Patrol who picked up this pursuit and is now following this vehicle. This has been going on, let's see, we first started getting word of this just after 9 o'clock this evening. It is now 9:31, so about 20 minutes or so, law enforcement has been in pursuit of this vehicle, and as you can see, this person shows no sign of stopping. We don't have a lot of information about the person or people in this car. We just know that the driver is believed to be driving under the influence. That is why police began pursuing this car in the first place. But as we know in these situations, there can be a lot going on inside the vehicle. Just a few moments ago, as we were watching this, you could see something inside that vehicle light up. Perhaps the driver was on a cell phone at the time. That's likely the most reasonable option here. Car going at a very high rate of speed, roughly about 100 miles an hour, in and out of traffic on the 5 northbound freeway right now.
Damn.
Weaving in and out of lanes.
He's
Josh
zooming.
Haskell is now just joining me here in the studio as Air 7 is doing its best to keep up with this maroon Dodge Charger with no lights, no headlights on. This vehicle is completely blacked out. Now this vehicle is going in excess of 100 miles per hour. It's a Sunday night. There are a lot of people on the road, and this person is showing no sign of stopping, pulling over for police officers. At one point, they were authorized to use spike strips. That clearly, if that was used, did not work because this driver is still going. Now, in these situations, we often wait to see if this person goes to a familiar area. They now appear to be getting off the freeway. This is in the area of Echo Park. We're now on the northbound 2 freeway, Josh. Does that look like it's correct to you? This is in the area of, San Pedro, Elysian Valley. So not too far from where we are in our ABC 7 studios right now. At one point, this vehicle was in the area of La Cañada, Flint Ridge, and it started at La Tuna Canyon. They were on the eastbound 210. So this driver has been all over the place for the last 20 minutes or so, doing their very best to evade law enforcement. And so far, that has been a successful mission. At that point, you could just see that car right there coming very close to one of the vehicles that it was passing. It is not using any turn signals. This person is just clearly intent on getting away from law enforcement, going as fast as they can with very little regard for other drivers on the road at the moment.
I'm just struck at how fast this car is going. Obviously, you pointed out how it does not have its lights on. No lights at all inside the car. Front headlights are not on. Back tail lights are not on. And it is just swerving past cars, going on different freeways. Believe start on the 110, correct? And then switch to the 2?
Well, this car is now on the 2 northbound right now, and while you were speaking, Joss, we're seeing this car going roughly 140 miles an hour. That is so excessively fast on these streets, even on the freeway. At one point, this vehicle had gotten off and was on surface streets, but clearly they're doing their best to stay on the freeway whenever they can. Is Bruce on the line with us now? Not yet. Okay, we're waiting on our law enforcement expert, Bruce Thomas, who often joins us in these situations. As you can see right here, it's difficult to even see this car at certain points, which is clearly the driver's intent, trying to evade law enforcement by keeping that vehicle blacked out, because some of these areas where you drive through, they are not very well lit. It's difficult to see this person, although at this point, the only reason that you're able to tell where they are or who that driver is because of the excessive speed. Bruce, you're now joining us on the phone. We just watched that car top out over 200 miles per hour. Can you tell us how dangerous this situation is for that driver and other people on the road right now?
Oh, it's inherently dangerous. You have a driver of a vehicle, which is basically a couple of thousand pounds of a missile at this point. They can't
couple of
stop
thousand
on a
pounds of a
dime.
missile.
The speeds are so excessive, no headlights. It's just a danger to everybody involved in this.
And we understand that the speedometer on Air 7 might not be entirely accurate. I mean, 200 miles an hour is excessively fast, but we have watched this car consistently do well over 100 miles per hour, at some point hovering in the 130 miles per hour. Talk to us about the area where this driver is right now and what you've been able to catch of this pursuit. We understand that you're just getting up to speed, so to speak, with us.
Yeah, I've been watching it for a little bit, and before you put this on the air, and this driver is just out of control. I mean, it's so inherently dangerous for the officers involved in this, and not only the officers, the suspect, and the general public who's just driving at normal 60 miles an hour, being passed by this guy doing 130, 140.
Bruce, for anyone tuning in, I cannot remember a pursuit where every single time I look up, this car is in a different part of Los Angeles. Just within the last 5 minutes, this car has gone from Elysian Valley to Silver Lake to Glassell Park, now is in the Pasadena area, and that just shows you how fast this vehicle is going. Luckily, no traffic really on the roads right now. That's not something that this vehicle has encountered, but at some point, we know that that could change, and that is worrisome.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, like you said, I don't remember a pursuit where they've transversed LA County this quickly, this fast. And the fact that speeds are excessive, traffic is light, kind of works to everybody's advantage, but still, it is a very dangerous pursuit.
Okay, and Bruce, we don't know a lot about what's going on inside that vehicle right now, but we do know that this pursuit began because police believe that this driver is under the influence of something, be it drugs or alcohol. Now that person is going well over 100 miles per hour, weaving all over the city of Los Angeles and surrounding areas. Talk to us about the circumstances there.
Well, if you are dealing with an impaired driver, and we'll go with that, they're not in their right mind, meaning speed is not something that they're seeing or feeling. They may think they're only going 60, even though they're going 140. For the officers to even catch up to this vehicle, they've got to do 160, if not more. So that's what makes this so inherently dangerous. And I know we keep using that word, but this truly is a dangerous pursuit.
We do know that the LAPD, they were the first agency on this pursuit, but that they basically discontinued the pursuit, CHP taking over. Can you talk a little bit about that when it hits the freeways and obviously these speeds? This is something that the CHP has a lot of experience with.
Yeah, when they transverse onto a freeway, CHP takes it over under a mutual aid agreement with the local agency. And the reason is they have more resources, so they can swap vehicles out. Whereas you'll see maybe 3 or 4 CHP cars behind this vehicle. At some point as they transverse into a different area, they'll swap out the lead car and the second car with fresh eyes, fresh vehicles.
All right, and Bruce, we want to explain to our viewers what they're seeing right now. Because this driver was driving so excessively fast, it appears as though Air 7 may have lost sight of this driver at the moment. Talk to us about law enforcement, how they do their best in these situations to keep an eye on this driver and not lose sight, because clearly that is the driver's intent.
And this is earlier video that we're showing you right now, as this car was just traveling so fast.
Classic
that it
California.
appears that our camera on our helicopter did
love it.
lose the vehicle at some point. Obviously, we're doing our best to catch up with the car. We do not know LAPD or CHP's helicopter, whether they're still over the vehicle, but definitely in pursuit of that vehicle on the ground, at least as they try to keep up with this car. I don't even know, Bruce, how would they even be able to stay right behind this vehicle on the ground?
Well, we'll talk about the air assets first. At the speed this person is going, they're almost going to outrun the helicopter. The airspeed of the helicopter is
That's
not
wild.
able to keep up with the ground speed of this vehicle.
How fast
Now,
does a helicopter
the
go?
officers involved in the pursuit behind
I don't
this
even know
vehicle,
the speed of a
at some point,
helicopter. I've never
they're
needed
gonna
to
back
know.
off just because it's so dangerous for them. You have a vehicle driving 120, 130 miles an hour with no lights, coming upon vehicles quickly and passing them quickly
It's crazy.
with no reaction time.
So what do officers do in this situation if they, the air assets are trying their best to keep an eye on this driver?
Nah.
What are they doing to?
Most typical helicopters, well, if AI is to be believed, they cruise around 110 miles an hour. Dude, this guy is not going that much.
Find this driver in the dark of night as it's speeding in and out of freeways.
Well, they do have night vision. They have FLIR. They have some tools inside the helicopter to look for this vehicle. They have a general idea of where this vehicle was driving. It was on, I believe, the 210 in Pasadena. So they're going to start with that.
Right.
There are multiple helicopters up there also.
Bruce, can you talk a little bit about the fact that this vehicle is blacked out? Is that something that we see often? Obviously, it's nighttime. But to have a car traveling this fast with no lights on, the danger of that, and is that a regular thing that we see in these pursuits? It's obviously dangerous for the driver as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to say it's regular, but we have seen it. Suspects have used that technique, we'll call it, to try to get away from pursuing officers and from air assets. In this case, I think the person being possibly under the influence, they didn't turn them on because they're impaired.
We know that right now this pursuit has been going on for about 30 minutes. Again, the vehicle is blacked out, traveling at very high rates of speed. Just from our notes, this car went from the 210 freeway to the 2 to the 5 to the 10. It's gone through, as you said, Bruce, it's transversed LA County so quickly you can't remember a pursuit where it was moving through this many parts of the city and county. It's hard to even keep up. As I told you, in that 3-minute span, we saw it go from Silver Lake to Elysian Valley to Glassell Park to Pasadena. And this is a video from a little bit earlier, but it does show our viewers just the dangerous nature of this pursuit.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if we talked about what kind of car this is, but it looks like a bigger sedan of some sort.
It's a Dodge Maroon Charger.
Right.
So if you have a Dodge Charger, these are high-performance vehicles, meaning they have a lot of torque, a lot of power from the engine. So they're able to put those high speeds to task, meaning they're pushing the air assets and the ground units to their limits. And
Bruce, we now have eyes over where we believe this vehicle is. This is a gas station where we believe that this blacked out maroon Dodge Charger has pulled into this gas station and is now underneath this awning. And we are not able to see the car itself, but we believe that this is where it was. At one point when we lost eyes on it just a little bit ago, we know that that car had gotten back on the 210 freeway. Where is this right now?
In Montrose.
Montrose.
This is in Montrose right now. And again, it's really hard to tell. There is the vehicle, we believe. Obviously, it looks like its lights are now on, and it appears to possibly be getting gas. Looked like someone in the back seat, or I'm not exactly sure where the driver is, but we just saw one of the passenger backseat doors close, and yes, it does appear that this vehicle is getting gas. There may be more than one person in this vehicle. This is the first time we're seeing that. So Bruce, talk to us about, this is an unusual situation. We had this car driving well over 100 miles per hour. Now you have it stopped at a gas station. It appears as though there's a gas pump going into the car, but you don't see a person standing outside of that vehicle. What's happening right now with law enforcement, and why are we not seeing that person surrounded by police officers?
That's a great question. And every
There's
pursuit
CHP.
There's CHP right there.
There you go. Every pursuit we see, there's always something different.
Looks like, Bruce, we may actually see CHP approach this vehicle.
Did you see that?
Yeah, they ditched the gas pump, and now they're leaving the gas station. It's just unclear whether CHP will spot them. We saw CHP pull into that gas station. There goes the same erratic driving, which tells us that this is the same vehicle. Again, lights were on when they were pumping gas. Now they're off again. Not really sure how long they were able to pump gas for, but they definitely got at least half a tank, I would say.
This has to be somewhat of an unusual situation, Bruce, where the driver of a high-speed vehicle being pursued by police officers gets off the freeway, manages to pull into a gas station, evading law enforcement, fill the car back up with gas, even if it's just a few gallons of gas, and then get back in the car and start evading officers again without being noticed. What is going on here?
Yeah, this is a pursuit for the ages. I have never seen this. The fact that they're able to get gas and then continue on with her erratic driving and pursued by
there's CHP turning, and I do want to point out that we
Oh,
are seeing the
shit.
spotlight, so it does appear that they
What he
not,
needs to do is
CHP
go
approaching this
under the
vehicle.
bridge
It does appear that they're
and
not just
stop
following this
and get
from the
another
ground, but they
car.
have stayed on this vehicle from the air, and now we see 3 CHP cars getting onto the freeway following this vehicle. Is this the 2 again, or possibly the 210?
210 eastbound. This is in the area of Pasadena. This has to be an incredibly unusual situation. Perhaps CHP lost eyes on this vehicle just as we did because of that excessive rate of speed and the car being blacked out. And now this car is back on the road with at least a few more gallons of gas in the car and not stopping at all for officers as it's back on the freeway 210 eastbound, Bruce.
Yeah, this is definitely something which we hope when it finally is the terminus of this pursuit, they safely give up. And in the meanwhile, they don't hurt anybody and run into anybody or cause any other damage.
And there's a lot that we don't know about the vehicle, though at the gas station, from the few moments we were able to glean any insight there, it just appeared to be one driver. It appeared to be a male, but difficult to say. And the person was wearing a hoodie, so they had a hood up when they jumped out of the vehicle. We don't know if there's anybody else inside that vehicle. We have not gotten any word from law enforcement on if they're concerned about any weapons inside the vehicle, but all of these things are certainly top of mind for law enforcement as they try and stop this vehicle, Bruce, right?
Yeah, they're adding additional charges. Obviously, you have felony evading. There is a pursuit charge also. Based on what I'm seeing, the driver may have acted like they were under the influence, but the way they're handling this vehicle, I don't see that to be prudent anymore.
I do want to point out, Bruce, that this vehicle seems to, for the most part, stayed in this general area of Pasadena, northeast Los Angeles, was just at that gas station in Montrose. I can recall past pursuits where we have seen drivers get gas, but the fact that it seems as though this driver was able to escape the CHP
then we'll resume. Hold on, everybody, pause. We'll resume this chase in a minute.
At least half a tank of gas, and then as that CHP vehicle pulled into the gas station, they ditched filling gas, the gas pump, and they drove away, and now they're back on a freeway, and here we go again, and those lights are back off again. There was also that moment underneath the awning at the gas station where it did appear that there might be somebody in the back seat. I don't know if you caught that, Liz. It seemed like when we first pulled up, there was a door that was open. It's just hard to tell whether there's one person in this vehicle, possibly two. There you go. We're showing you that video again of the car taking off once they knew that CHP had spotted them again.
Just a remarkably bold move. And this is really interesting video to watch because you see this vehicle pulling out of that Chevron station right there, making a left. And just around this time, that's when you see CHP start to realize what's going on here. That's when one of their assets pulls up. And by that time, it is already too late. That car is off and speeding again. This is at a gas station just off the 210 freeway at La Crescenta Avenue and Honolulu Avenue is where we believe that happened.
And you can see in our Live Air 7 picture on your left that CHP is in pursuit. I'm seeing about 3 vehicles still following that Dodge Charger. It is maroon and it does not have its lights on. And that's obviously something that is going to make it more and more difficult. this Charger was already able to lose police one time, and it could easily happen again.
Bruce, talk to us about law enforcement's approach here, because we've seen a situation where at least twice now this vehicle has been able to evade officers. It has to get frustrating for them, and I imagine they do not want to give up easily on this. Oh, we can't see the vehicle. Never mind, we're off this, correct? This is something that they are going to be in dogged pursuit of.
Yeah, it is hard. It is frustrating for law enforcement, but we're trained to deal with issues, and as things change, we change. So they definitely want to stay on this pursuit because this is a very dangerous.
Damn those gas prices, though. Holy
to
fuck.
the general public, to everybody
That's
involved.
crazy.
We're just getting word now that they believe this driver may have bailed out on foot of this vehicle. It's unclear exactly where this happened, somewhere in the Pasadena area. So as Josh had pointed out, as much as this car had traversed much of LA, the city of LA and LA County in a very short period of time, in the last 15 minutes or so, we've seen this car sort of stay in that same area. What does that say to you, Bruce?
Well, it could be that the person lives in the area or has friendlies or allies in the area. The other thing, too, if he has bailed out, they're going to run the license plate of this vehicle, find out who the registered owner is, find out where the vehicle lives, so to speak, and they're going to go to that location, and maybe that's where our suspect is.
And I just want to recap. This started around 9 p.m. We believe a possible DUI driver. LAPD was in pursuit, then the CHP took over. And just within a very short amount of time, 20 minutes or so, we saw this car go from the 210 freeway to
He's
the 2
playing
freeway, to the 5
GTA.
freeway, to the 10 freeway.
He's
but really
doing it.
Stay in this Montrose, Casella
Let's
Park,
see.
Pasadena area.
Let's see if he
and
gets.
now we're hearing possible
think he's
report
gonna
of a
get
foot
caught.
bail in the Pasadena area. But I want to focus.
This aired just an
real
hour
quick,
ago. I
Bruce,
can't
on,
believe I fucking
one of the
missed
more
it.
interesting things
It's very
that
sad.
we see in pursuits that we just saw in this pursuit is stopping to get gas. When's the last time you covered a pursuit where you saw something like that? It looks like on the ground right now we are
Dude has to keep the chase going. He has to get gas. He clearly ran out. We're in a chase. We got to keep this shit going.
over where the foot bail happened in the Pasadena area, and I'm seeing at least, it looks like 2 people possibly in handcuffs or their hands behind their back on the ground. So it actually seems like we're dealing with more than one suspect, possibly up to 3 right now, and unclear if they all came from that one vehicle. Bruce, are you seeing this?
Yeah, I'm delayed just a little couple of seconds. But to your point, even when I was active in law enforcement involved in pursuits, and for the years I've been commenting for Channel 7, I don't remember a vehicle stopping to get gas.
And here, so just to give our viewers an idea of what we're looking at here, we have at least 3 CHP vehicles, and it would appear to be multiple people laying face down on the ground with their hands behind their back. Now multiple officers surrounding these people. Let's see if we can get an idea of just how many suspects might be in police custody here. We're seeing 1 officer handcuffing at least 1 person on the ground. Josh, how many are you seeing?
I'm seeing, well, it looks like there's a little resistance.
Okay, that
there's
appears to be
we're seeing two people for sure in handcuffs. I would also point out that there are some local agencies on the ground. They're assisting the CHP. I see one of those cars that says police on it. I cannot make out which agency it's with, but we do believe that the car came to a stop. There was a foot bail that happened in the Pasadena area. Unclear if it's Pasadena police, but we're trying to get a better glimpse of what exactly is happening on the ground. It does look like 2 people are in custody, possibly more. And they walked 1 person away to the vehicle.
And this foot bail happened in the area of Forest Avenue and Del Monte Street in Pasadena, so just off the 210 freeway. That's about 6.5 miles down the road from that gas station where the person stopped. So likely they pulled off the 210 freeway, drove into this neighborhood just off of Lincoln Avenue near North Arroyo, and probably tried to bail out of this vehicle, thought they could get away. It's unclear to me.
I'm seeing, it looks like there's 3 people that have been taken away in connection with this pursuit, because right now it looks like the officers are now searching the ground where those suspects were to see if they left anything behind. But I saw 3 individuals in handcuffs with their hands behind their back taken to, we're about to get a better view. There's 1. There's 2.
That does not, to me, look as though it was the same person that we saw getting back in the car at that gas station, unless, of course, this is the same person who had a hoodie up at the gas station and then did not when they're, now standing there in handcuffs. So we see at least 3 people, their hands behind their back in law enforcement custody. Appears to be 2 women and a man. Is that what you saw, Josh?
That's a lot.
Yeah, at least one female, and I thought two males. Looks like right now, the officers behind where this is taking place, they are searching the area, looking if anything was taken out of their pockets. You see, there's one of the females who's in custody. Her belongings now on the hood of that highway patrol vehicle, and you know, it is really hard to tell whether this is that same person that was pumping gas, but it does seem like this is all connected, and that one of those individuals, and as I pointed out, when we came upon that gas station, it looked like the back passenger door slammed, and that's when I started to think, okay, maybe there's more than one person. Turns out that there were 3 people in the vehicle, it appears.
Right. Well, just to give our viewers a recap as we prepare to bring this situation to a conclusion for you here, this was a pursuit that began on the eastbound 210 freeway at La Tuna Canyon just after 9 o'clock tonight. Police began pursuing this vehicle, believing that there was a driver who was under the influence. LAPD, the Mission Division, started this pursuit and then passed.
So they got him. Okay, I'm out. It's 1 o'clock. I'm gonna go read some before I pass out. I'll be back tomorrow.